Yeah, good fish. Now we're fishing here at Lake Chabot, and as my special guest today is Ross, and we are fishing in Honker Bay for catfish. And I'd like to welcome you to today's Western Angler. I'm your host, Fred Boliba. Today we're going to be catfishing in Lake Chabot, which is one of the lakes from the East Bay Regional Park District. And as my guest, I have Ross with me. He's the boat attendant here at the boat dock. No wonder you brought the big net.
Yeah, just in case. We'll start off with little and maybe go for big after that. Hopefully.
Well, I didn't even get anything set up here, Ross. You just started nailing them right away here. We got a stringer handy, or are you just throw them on the boat?
I usually slam in the floor, and then end of the day,
all
load them up.
Nice fish. All right, what are you using? Let's see your hook up here.
Okay, all I have is about a size 2 hook, a little piece of liver, just enough to cover the end of it. And since we're fishing in a lot of snags, I set this bobber on there so that the bait is just on the bottom, and the bobber will tell any little minor bite, so you can get ready to set the hook.
Now we're on a bobber because we're in about what, 4 feet of water?
Only 4 feet of water, yeah.
Okay, good, good. Nice catch. Well, I'll have to hook up here and get it out in the water. Here, I don't have to put this on there, thread it on, no sinker, and about what, about 2 foot length leader for your bobber?
About 3.5 actually, maybe 4.
Okay,
You want it so your bait's right, actually sitting on the bottom.
Well, what's the speciality of each cove? I mean, is this where we're in Honker Bay? This is bass and catfish country, or? Yeah,
this is actually, it's kind of like a nursery for small fish, as far as small crappie and small bass. And then as far as catfish, you can get any size cats in here. So they don't mind the shallow water.
And the last show we did over in Bass Cove. Now you would think that Bass Cove would be named because of the bass, but we did real good trout fishing there. So is that particularly, or just that time of the year when we were trout fishing?
That time of year, yeah, in the middle of winter.
And what is Bass Cove good for bass?
It can be. That's where the new record was caught.
I see. In
that general area.
Now, what's the times of the years you would want to come out here and do the Pacific fishing? Right now it's summertime. You wouldn't know with the overcast, but it's summertime here, so the catfishing is good. But how about for the bass?
Bass, if you're out in the early morning, you can catch bass if you know what you're doing.
This time of the year, but usually what is the best time for the bass?
Best time of year generally is all through spring, as well as middle of fall. October is a good month in the fall.
And that would be in what location of the lake?
That's the whole lake.
The whole lake?
Yeah. Usually bigger fish need deep water nearby, so that's why Honker Bay is not really too hot for the large bass. So it's all pretty shallow up here. And
for the trout, what time of the year, and where would it be located, and using what?
Okay, right now, summertime trout fishing's dead because the water's too hot. The surface temperature is about 76 degrees, and that's all the way down to about 20 feet. Below 20 feet, there's not enough oxygen for trout, so they're kind of between a rock and a hard place, so that they get real weak and they just don't feed during the summer.
So if the die-hard trout fishermen this time of year would have to be trolling with downriggers or flashers or something to get them. Yeah. And they're far and few between.
Right.
So the best thing to do now in the dormant months, which would be the summertime, and then I'd like to mention that the East Bay Regional Park District don't at all plant any trout during those months either, which would be June to September.
Exactly.
So and right now they're compensating with catfish plants.
Right. So it's a good time to go catfishing.
Right. Absolutely. Since you're right there and you see the plants, what are the size of the catfish when they do plant? Are they good size?
They're about this size.
About the one you caught there. So when they plant 500, they're planting 500 about a pound then, huh? Yeah. Pound or better.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is it's very good fish. And we're using chicken livers. What else would you bring out? Clams, mackerel, anchovies?
Yeah, all that stuff works good. Usually year in and year out, either chicken liver or sliced mackerel are the two best.
And is this the technique that we're using now would be the best technique to use for catfishing, is coming into shallow waters using the bobber?
You bet.
And just hanging it with no weight or anything.
Exactly.
Ross got another one. Fish on. All right. All right.
Not too bad.
Nice fish.
Got the big net just in case.
Yeah, really. I know. I was saying that when we go trout fishing, I carry my little one with me, but that's a nice cat. Look at that. Again, my hand is 8 inches. That's a good 16, 17 incher. Nice cat.
Yep,
Beautiful
catfish.
fish. Beautiful fish.
It's talking too.
Yeah.
Saying hi, Fred.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about the crappie. A lot of people, you know, like the crappie. Usually, the bass fishermen like the crappie just to keep in, you know, keep in touch there when the bass aren't hitting. But usually they run side by side when the bass are hitting, the crappie are hitting, because it's the same, almost the same time of the year. What would be for crappie out here? Where would you go? Same.
Let me see if I can find a crappie jig. I think I have one in here somewhere. Yeah. This is the lure for crappie. It's kind of dirty, but
yeah, this is a
give you
regular
an example.
lead-headed small crappie jig with a plastic skirt on it, and yellow, red, green. I mean, they come in multi-colors.
The color doesn't really matter as long as it's kind of a light color, so it just gets their attention.
And you just ordinary, the way you ordinarily crappie fish, just jig it in, huh? Let it hit the bottom.
Throw it out, let it sink to the level where the crappie are, just really slow. Just a constant, slow retrieve. That's the best.
And what time of the years and where at?
Spring's the best, summer's good, early fall, and up here in Honker Bay, it's a good area. Lake Chabot.
The shallow water.
Yeah, they usually go for murky water too. If you have a choice of going to a murky water area or a clear water, go for a murky water area, because the crappie just tend to school up in larger schools there. You have a better chance.
And how about the kids for just bobber fishing with worms? That's pretty productive?
For bluegill more so.
Bluegill?
Yeah, the crappie are really finicky. They're built for feeding on minnows, and they're looking for minnows. So if they see a worm, they might not even hit it.
Right. So they're looking for the activity. They're looking for
something moving around,
jerky
looking like
movements.
Yeah.
So they want that swiftness. Like I said, they're hitting on the small minnows. And we're at. We're out in a boat here. How about if they walked out? You have you know, fishing piers and in all these locations that they can go to, and then plus you have the shuttle bus too, or I call it shuttle bus. The
stop and
go boat.
Yeah.
That takes them out there too. Instead of riding their bikes or walking the paths, they can also take the stop and go boat out there. Well, in these places that you talked about, like Bass Cove and Honker Bay, and they have the facility for fishing off the bank, the piers and stuff.
Yeah, there's about maybe 8 or 9 piers throughout the lake, and at certain times of the year, almost all the piers will hold panfish like crappie underneath them.
So you don't even have to fish far away or deep, just right underneath or close to the fishing piers.
Yeah, a lot of times, usually on a hot day, the middle of the day, the crappie are attracted to the shade, so they'd be right underneath the pier. So if you work along the edge of it, you have a good chance at catching them.
Good, and that's really easy fishing for the kids. That they don't, you know, they don't have to, you know, get out there or just right over the bank or right over the edge of the fishing pier. That's good.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
That's how I can see.
Really? Let them break himself loose. Nice.
A little channel cat.
Nice.
Thanks, Fred.
Clean, very clean fish.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good eating too, they say.
Yeah.
I don't really like fish, but
yeah,
a lot of people like them. Especially these channel cats are
real
better
nice.
tasting.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. How long have they been planting catfish now? When do they usually start? Around June?
Yeah, through the summer they planted about 4 loads, and they've been doing it ever since the lake opened, as far as I know, back in the mid-60s.
And those are nice, clean fish. Nice,
yeah.
Clean fish. What is? I'm not sure. What is it? You said 3 or 4 times during the 3 months.
Yeah,
period?
yeah, through the summer.
Because I know that with the trout they plant almost every other week. With I mean, there's usually 2 plants. One from the state, that's a trout, and one from the East Bay Regional Park District. These strictly come from the Park District, right?
The cats, yes.
The catfish, and they just plant it 3 times or 4 times in the summer. They don't plant like every other week.
Right. Usually it's about once a month throughout the summer. for cat.
They drop these catfish off in the same area that they drop off the trout.
You bet.
And then they work themselves in these coves, huh?
Yeah.
That's long distance.
Yeah, that's about a mile and a half away from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're fast swimmers.
Really? Well, you think that that the plant is consistent with the take, or there's mostly, there's a lot of leftover fish from say last year plant?
Well, I think probably half the cats in here are from plants, and the other half were spawned in the lake. I don't think we get that many spawned in the lake. So when you get the huge catfish, there's a good chance that they were at one time stocked in the lake. Like the 35-pounder that was caught, it may have been planted about 15 years prior to the time it was caught.
Yeah. But these here, you think that they're the fresh catch, or the ones we're catching today are
actually,
fresh plant?
It's hard to tell. A lot of times,
all the fish are the same color, then no matter if they've been in here a while or they're fresh?
Right, it all depends on the water clarity, really. When the water's murky, they pick up a certain color. When it's clear, they pick up a different color. So it doesn't really depend on if they're stocked. It's funny how they really know where the sticks are, even though the water's murky, and they like to stay right. All right,
Got
Fred.
one on. Fish on.
Well, you just about hit that guy in the head, huh?
Yeah, but I think he hit me on that. See if I can get him loose. I got one out there. See if I can work him loose here.
Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah. Here he goes. Net time. He's a smaller one. But for my first fish, I'll take him. All right. Watch yours now, since you were active.
There we go.
All right. Put them right in it. Right in the area. Got to be right in those branches.
That took about 30 seconds, huh?
Really? Well, look at that. Got them on the top lip. Look at that, right to the top.
Yeah. That's where you want it.
Like you said, I must have threw it right in and hit him right on the head.
Yeah, there's probably about another 40 or 50 of them right in that one spot there.
Well, let's go. When you come out bass fishing, what do you usually use?
The plastic worm. This little critter. Usually I use man's jelly worms. They're similar to that. I don't know if that's actually one there or not. But and you hook that guy up with about a 2-aught hook and about a 1/4 ounce of weight. Just
So
use it
you use
Texas style.
Texas style is the sliding.
Sliding weight on there.
Sliding tapered weight.
Yeah, bullet weight.
Bullet weight. Yeah. And so then you're fishing on the bottom. You then hit the bottom and then just
work it real slow. Make it look
like it's swimming.
like it's half dead, just barely moving. And that's what they go for.
Any Pacific color?
Right there.
Purple.
Just plain purple. It's really good. Either that or it's kind of a clear motor oil, they call it. It's kind of a greeny color. And if they don't go for that, something like leadhead jig.
Skirt. Yeah.
Put a piece of pork on there.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to imitate a little crawdad.
Good size one. Nice little fight. All right. Nice fish. Wow, there was one skimming around the edges there.
You betcha.
And that one there, I had mackerel on. Cut mackerel. All right. Let me get a hold of him before he gets. Oh, and he's
Catching up, Fred.
Yeah, and he took it down there. You got a needle nose. Yeah, he took it down deep. It's the first one we've had down in there. Usually they're all lit. He was. Last guy to hit here. Go ahead and
took
hit
the
him.
bobber down.
Hit him. All right. Got him?
Yeah.
There he is.
That didn't take long.
All right. There he is. All right. Nice fish. They are clean, aren't they? I mean, they're
Sure
staying
are.
consistent. Very nice fish.
Yeah, I think a lot of these are planter size.
Yeah.
Planter fish.
Well, again, we moved. This is what, about a 4th or 5th spot. But we didn't move but maybe 100 yards each time. I mean, within 100 yards, we moved 4 or 5 times.
Seems like they hit right off the bat, too.
Yeah, yeah. And you're using
Chicken liver.
chicken livers, and I'm staying with the mackerel, and I think I'm about here to. As soon as you get in the water, I'm going to change over and put some chicken liver on, but I want to wait for you to get in. Again, we just moved, and the first cast, boom, we got it. We got one on. So that's the way it's been. Every time we move, we catch a fish right away, and then it just stays dead for a while, and then we pick it up and move. But that stays consistent with the catfishing. You got to remember that no matter where you're catfishing, that is the trick to catfishing is if you don't get a bite within 5-10 minutes, then go ahead and move. So go ahead and put it out there again, Ross, and I'll bring mine in and change the bait. Maybe we'll...
yeah, I think your bait's kind of old.
Yeah, we'll go with the chicken livers. All right.
Trophy catfish.
They're all consistent, aren't they? They're good size, but they're all consistent.
Yeah,
of course, that's
around
what
a
you
pound
said.
or so.
Yeah, well, you said that's what they're planning. So, and he took it down. I mean, he didn't even wait. He swallowed it. I must be right out of range.
Ooh.
Nope, got one. Fish on.
All right. I think I'll take up golf then.
Fish on.
Whoop.
There he is.
All right. Bring him up a little more.
He's still in the water, huh? He doesn't want to come out.
Okay, this time I'll get him.
There we go. All right.
Good catch. Well, you got him lined up out there, huh?
Yeah, let me get him before you get a hit there. I got him.
I think it drifted back into
There we go.
the
He
Fred
was caught up
zone.
too. I had to let him get out. Here he comes. Yeah, it must have drifted right back into the feeding hole there. Whoa, under the boat. Good net.
Right in
All
there.
right. Well, I was just stringing the fish up. We'll just take him right off the hook and put him right on.
This guy's really tangled.
That's... Yeah, I get those barbs straight out there.
There we go.
Another good size.
Yeah.
All right,
Into the net.
got him.
He's talking.
Yeah, he's talking. He's talking.
And he's waving
Huh?
at you too, Fred.
He's talking. I don't think he's too happy.
All
That's
right.
what he's saying. Let me put him on the stringer here. Show everybody the stringer that we're getting here. No, I cut the bottom half, and Ross cut the big one. Look at this one. This is two nice catfish. Look at that. Real nice. Again, we're fishing out of Honker Bay, which is located east of the boat dock at Lake Chabot. And we were using a combination. Ross was using chicken livers, and I was using mackerel, and then we both went to chicken livers, and that's a nice stringer there.
10 each.
10 each, I'm
So
sorry.
we can catch 20 between
10
us.
each, and 10 of those are nice sized fish. Real nice. But I'll go back out and try it again. We moved, and then I want to say that again, that when you're catfishing, that's part of the game. You have to move and find where they're at. We moved, again, 4, 5, 6 different places, but we're staying right in the area of where we first came into Honker Bay. So we haven't moved out of the area. We're just moving from, as you can see, from wooded patch to weeded areas, and just fishing the inside or the alongside, outside, inside, anywhere where these catfish should be feeding. So that's our technique, and next time you come out here, or any of the lakes that have the same structure as this, and again, we're using bobbers. We're off the bottom, just hanging, dangling about 2.5, 3 feet with no weight. We're using a size 2 hook, again with a cut mackerel and the chicken livers. So this is a technique, again, to be fishing out in the summer months when the trout have gone deep, and of course, again, the East Bay Regional Park District has been planning these lakes consistently with catfish during these months. So your chances of catching catfish this time of the year are greater than any other time of the year. There it is. Got it. Nice cat.
He's the biggest one.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Got it. Nice one. He's talking to us, huh?
There's about another
Whoa.
down there.
Now that looks like a yellow.
He's a tail. He's a lot bigger than the others, huh?
That's a good sized catfish. That will go 20 inches. Reach. It's probably still on the line. It's not really floating.
There we go.
All right. Looks like I'm going to be in for one last cast here.
Yeah, that's about all we got time for.
One desperate Hail Mary, alley-oop, and get it. Yep. We're down in the 10-yard line with seconds to go.
Yep, third down.
Fourth down. We're behind by 1 point. Touchdown will do it. And I'm telling you, the lunch wagon is open.
It is if you like liver.
That's right. Okay. How about way in there now? That's it. That'll be a good drift. All right. We got a good play section. Call a good play. Let's see if we can run through it now. Come on. Whatever comes first, 5 minutes or the next fish. Oh, you got one sucking.
It's really funny how they hit it really quick.
Yeah.
On the fall on this.
Right.
A lot of times it'll just sit there and
Let me pull up the slack.
There we go.
Good one, right in between there.
Feel flat.
Are they calling for you? Somebody blowing a horn?
Yeah, I think that's the noontime whistle. Or quarter to noon or something. 5 to noon. make it back in a record time.
Yeah. Trying to tease him into hitting?
Nah.
I thought maybe he was running for it. Well, we're going to end the show with Ross's last catch. I'd like to show you the fish again that we caught in today's program. There's what on there, Ross? 10, 11?
Yeah.
10 here. Nice cats. And show them the last one that you caught. And again, we're fishing out, there it is there. We're fishing out at Lake Chabot, out in Honker Bay, using cut mackerel and chicken livers, fishing in shallow water using bobbers. And I hope that you picked up some of the techniques that we used today's program, and when you come out here to try this technique, because as you can see, the results were fantastic. We've been fishing a couple hours. We started early this morning, and it's just heading into 12 noon, and we're going to head back in now. So it didn't take us long. The thing of it is that I wanted to get Ross out here as being one of the rangers here on the lake and show you exactly how to come out here and fish for these catfish during the summer months when trout fishing has dropped. You can come out here in a boat and pick up in these shallows here and pick up some nice catfish. I'd like to thank my guest today, Ross. Thank you very much. I had a great day, great time, and we'll do it again some other time. Maybe we'll come out and do some bass fishing when it's in, or crappie. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd like to end today's program. Thank you again for watching today's Western Angler. I'm your host. I'm your host, Fred Boliba. Until next time, good luck and good fishing to you. As my special guest today, I have Ross, and Ross is the attendant at the boat dock here at Lake Chabot. And thanks for being on the show today, Ross. And as you can see, he caught the first fish. And we're out here catfishing. We're at in Honker Bay.